Okay, once again, good evening. So here we will start with our Adafruit cloud. First of all, you have to search in Google as Adafruit, Adafruit. So this is the website name. So after searching that, your first link will be www.adafruit.com. So this is where we are going to post our data, and specifically Adafruit IO future that we are going to use. Okay. So first click on to this link, first link, adafruit.com. And as soon as you enter, you can see a sign up link here at the top right corner. You click on to this link. And here you have two options. Either you can go with your existing login by using sign in if you have created an account already, or otherwise you can sign up for a new account. Okay. So click on to this sign up account. And here you can see the first name, last name, your email address, and your username for all login into your Adafruit account. And next one is your password. Okay, so this is one-time password that you are going to enter. So this is not similar to the other website where you will be asked to retake your password. But here it is only once it is asked. So please be very careful in typing this password. And after typing everything, you have to click on to this create account button. Okay. Since I have created an account already, I'm just going with the sign in page. And here you can either use your email or username for a login purpose. So I'm using my email ID, the two fake mail ID, and a password I have to enter it here. And then you click on to the sign in button. So as soon as you click on, this is your enter page, main page will be shown. But actually, where you are going to post and retrieve your data is at the IO port. Okay, so here most probably it will be in the shop tab, and here also some blogs and learning methodologies are given, and video tutorials are also available. If you want, you can go through all these things, and product details will be given here. So many projects that they have done, and I already told you it is an expensive board. Adafruit board is an expensive board for IoT kind of applications. Even paid version of this particular cloud is also available. If you want some unrestricted features, then you can go with the paid version. But in free version also, they will be offering you most of the features. Okay, so you please click on to this IO. Okay, so this is where we are going to post and retrieve our data. So after click on to this, our link will be changed as io.adafruit.com. So this is where our data will be updated. Okay, so the same will be denoted in our programming also. Okay, in the last class I have explained this programming. So here we mentioned this AIO server as io.adafruit.com. So this is the server name which we are going to use here. Okay, and after, as soon as you are entering, you will be given with some tabs, menus like a profile, we have feeds, dashboard, triggers, and services. Okay, so we are going to concentrate on feeds and dashboards. And if you click onto this feeds, you will list out all those feeds which is available in this cloud. So you click onto this view all button, so that all the feeds will be listed here. Okay, so feeds are nothing but a variable which holds your data. Okay, so here in our program, we are going to send two data. One is our temperature and another one is your humidity value. Okay, and for temperature and humidity, we may given a name called TEMP in caps, all in caps. I already told you it is an case sensitive, so you please be very careful. The same name you have to create in the Adafruit account. Okay, so here TEMP in caps, the same field I have to create it here. Okay, so already I have a temp with a small case, lower case, so I have to delete this. So instead of disabling, always you go for deleting purpose, because if you disable, then that particular name you cannot reuse. That's a problem. So you can go with an action button to delete anything or create a new one. Okay. So click on to this create new button, and here you type the same name TEMP. And if you want to describe about this particular variable, you can give it here. So I may use a temperature for my home or office or for my factory. So a number of things, right? So where I'm using this particular temperature sensor, I can able to describe it here. So this is for office automation, in the sense I can give it like office temperature. Okay. Likewise, I can give a small description, or otherwise it is not mandatory. Okay? It is not. It is an optional one. Even you can skip this description tab. Okay. So click on to the create, so that your create button will be your temperature variable will be created. And once if you click on to this variable, you can see a plot. Okay, there is a graph shown, and this graph will be plotted dynamically as per the data sent from your device. And here you can find the list of values updated. Okay, so created at what time and the what value you have received. If suppose you are adding a GPS value, then the location also will be updated. And in page wise, it will display n number of data. Okay, per page it will display around 25 to 100 number of data according to your selection. Okay, and even if you want to download your data, here is an option. So by clicking onto this link, you can download your data in two format, JSON format and CSV format. Okay, so this is all about your feeds. Even the feeds can be created in the dashboard itself. Okay, so for community, I will be creating in the dashboard. So dashboard is the place where you can able to view your details. Okay, lively. So we may use different feeds for a single under a single dashboard also. So that kind of provisions it will offer. So this is like a project name. Okay, so where I can able to see all the values. So first, if you click onto this dashboard button, we can see there is a view all option. So click onto this, and it will be listing out what are all the dashboards that you already created. Okay, so maximum number of dashboards that you can created was 5. Okay, so maximum 5 it will be allowing, and for feeds it is maximum 10. Okay, so that's a limitation for free account. And here for your new purpose, I'm just creating a new dashboard with a name DHT office. Okay, so this is my name of the dashboard. So after creating this, it will be appearing here, and you click onto this dashboard so that an empty space will be shown. Okay, so this is where your data will be controlled as well as viewed from your cloud. Okay, and here you can see a plus button where your data will be shown in different formats. Okay, so you click onto this plus button, and you can see some icons. Okay, so these blocks will be used for different purposes that I have explained in a different video, so I don't want to spend much time on that. Since we are going to see a temperature data alone, okay, so this temperature data will be updated in the form of some numerical values, you assume. So based upon that numerical value, if you want to display, I can go with this gauge. Okay, so this is like a speedometer like structure, so that whenever the temperature varies, you can able to view properly. Okay, so most probably the varying values you can see by using this gauge button. So you click onto this gauge, and here the corresponding gauge has to be mapped with the feed value. Okay, so here I'm going to map with the temperature feed. So I have to click on to this temperature feed button. Okay, I can choose any one at a time. Okay, so even though I have a 5 number of feeds, I have to choose any one at a time. So I'm mapping with my temperature. In future, if you want to edit also, it will allow. Don't worry. So I'm just mapping with my temperature, and I'm just clicking on to the next step. And here I have to give a block name. So this block name represents, this is for your identification purpose. Okay. So again, I can give like an office temperature, likewise. Okay. And the minimum value of my gauge. So most probably the temperature will vary from 25 degree to 35 degree approximately in our region. So what we can do is either we may start with 0, or even we may start with the 25 also, because the accurate change we can able to see it clearly. Okay, and the maximum range will be 100 by default. You can change it to something like 35. Okay, so this is how you can able to set the minimum value and maximum value for better visibility. Or even you can go 0 to 100 also, but the variation you cannot able to visualize that much properly. Okay, so my suggestion is you can go with the 0 to 40. Okay, the least value and the maximum value where the temperature can reach. And next one is a gauge label. What unit that the value takes. Okay, so for here we are taking that temperature data, so most probably it will be in degrees Celsius. Okay, so temperature will be in degrees Celsius, so I have been mentioning it as 0 degrees Celsius like this. Okay, and low warning. Suppose if it falls below certain value, I have to denote it with some different colors like a yellow color or a blue color likewise. So whenever it falls below 28 in our region, it is an warning. We have to generate a warning. And for high warning, it is above 33 in the sense it is a very difficult. Okay, so in between 28 to 33 only our region takes place. So the test value by default, what value I have to display, I can give it here. So if I'm giving a low value, lower than this lower warning value, if I give, it will be in a yellow color. If I'm giving an good value like between lower and higher value, it will be shown in blue in color. And if it is above critical value, then it will be in yellow color again. Okay, so by default, what value you want to look, that you can give it here as a test value. This is for testing purpose, and even a decimal place you can give. 2 decimal place is good for you. And you click onto this create block. So now the block has been created. And even if you want to adjust something or if you want to change anything, also it will provide you a future. So here you can click onto the save it button, so that another one edit symbol will be appearing here, and you can click here and to change anything. Okay, so as like the field, if you want to change it, you can change it here, or otherwise if you want to change any of this parameter, like what I told earlier, it is 32 46, so I can able to easily change and click onto this update block. So the changes will be appearing here immediately, and you have to click onto the save button without fail. Okay, if not, then the changes will not be saved. Okay, and even the size of the window you can adjust. Okay, so likewise you can increase or decrease. Even the position you can adjust. Okay, so these features are there. Okay, so next one is humidity. Okay, for humidity, I'm just going with another one block. So I'm clicking onto this plus button again, and I'm going to plot with line chart. Okay, so line chart will be the another one feature where line kind of output you can get. So for humidity, I have to use a name called HUM in my program. As I have mentioned earlier, it is a HUM I have to create in the field. So here itself I can able to create without going to the field. Here is another one option. In the empty box, I can type like HUM, and if I'm clicking onto this create button, immediately the field will be created. Likewise also I can create. So now I'm checking this humidity button. I'm going to map this humidity with my line chart. Okay, so click on next step, and here the block name I have to give. The humidity will be mentioned as humidity only, and how long the data I have to display. It is either in 24 hour, 1 hour, or 2 hour. So if I'm clicking onto the 1 hour, I can get an exact details, because the minute by minute detail I can get. If I'm taking one whole day data, in the sense I can go 24 hours, even weekly or hourly, likewise I can change. And in the x-axis label, I can give any name, like since it is a humidity value, it is nothing but just HUM I'm representing. If I have any unit value present, then that I can mention it in the X label. So the humidity value always will be in percentage. Okay, so I can say it like a percentage also. It is 0 to 100% likewise. And in the that is for y-axis label, and for x-axis it is hour. Okay, this is 1 hour data I'm just addressing, so I can put it like an hour data. And minimum value, y-axis, x-axis, minimum value, maximum value, I can able to adjust. So y minimum value will be probably in our region, it will be above 30 and below 80. So if it is raining season, then I will be getting more humidity value. So here y-axis minimum I'm setting it as 30, and the maximum will be 90. I'm setting. Okay, decimal place will be -1. If I don't want any decimal place, I can do it like this, and I can click on this create block. Now my block will be created. If I want to take this block to the upper level, I can adjust it. So my data are ready. Okay. Even if I want to show it in a text file or in a string like kind of data, I can able to show easily. Okay, so that we will see later. So that's all about the cloud configuration. And here at the top right corner, I can see my IO keys. So this orange color data will give me, sorry, yellow color data will give me the IO details. So click onto this Adafruit IO key so that you can get your username and the activation key. So this is what I want to share with you. Okay, you want to share with me for uploading my data into your cloud. In the sense, you have to share these two details because I need to update these two details in my controller. So first you copy this username and the activation key. And for a ready-made purpose, they have given the code structure for Arduino, Linux shell, and scripting shell and everything. Okay, if you want, you can copy these two lines directly. In sometimes in our coding, we may use AIO key. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm not choosing copying the entire code. I'm just copying the username alone. Okay. So here I am copying this username and I have to enter this username in the line number 21. This is where I am going to say my username. Okay. And next one is my activation key. It's better to copy paste because it is a case sensitive and so many numbers will be involved. So you please copy paste AIO key. Okay, the complete AIO key you have to copy paste. Now everything is set ready. Your DHT pin that we are going to connect it to D0, and I have connected my device to the mobile phone hotspot by using this username and password. So this is nothing but an SSID and password I have given, and the username and keyword will be make sure that my Adafruit account will be communicated properly with my controller. Okay, and at the bottom the rest of the coding there. So no change in the rest of the lines, only these two changes. Now I have to go to tools and I have to choose the right board. Board option I have to go ESP8266 2.5.0. That's a stable version. Again, I'm telling, without this version, if you go any updated version, then definitely some reset problems will be there. So you please be careful with this version 2.5.0 and choose Node MC 1.0 12E module. Okay, this is the first step, and second step will be tools and go to codes and choose the right code. Okay, so in my case it is COM5 is my ESP connected. Okay, so next you click onto this upload button. Even if you click onto this upload, it will compile at first. It will look for errors. If there is no error, then it will be uploaded successfully. So during the upload, this particular LED will be blinking. Okay, that you can able to see. So I have turned on the camera also. You can see the code uploading process in the controller. And in the meantime, just connecting my DHT 11 sensor. So here I have a VCC data and a ground pin. I'm just plugging it here. First pin is VCC. I'm giving it red wire, and for data I'm using the white wire. And for ground I'm using black wire. So any ground I can give. So I'm using this particular ground. Then my D0 pin for data. That's all about the connection. Sometimes the uploading process may be slower. So in order to make fast uploading, you have to keep pressing this particular flash button. Okay. If you press this flash button, then the previous program will be erased. You can able to upload your program enough fast. Since I have included all the libraries earlier, there won't be any error. If suppose I am failed to upload any library in the sense, it will show some error. Yeah, now it is started uploading. Since there is no error, it is directly going to uploading process. So if you use 2.5.0 version, your uploading will be taking place by every 30%. Okay, so 28, 57 likewise, approximately 30% of the program will be uploaded for one cycle, and in the fourth cycle, it will be completely upload your program. So now you can see there is a 100%. So the program is successfully updated, and here you can find done uploading option. Next, you can click onto the serial monitor at the top right corner. Okay, so here you will be seeing this dot. So as I have explained in the last class, since your internet facility was not available, it is showing like a dot. Okay, and if the right baud rate you have to choose. So here I have chosen the baud rate as 1,15,200. Okay, if I am setting some other baud rate, I will not get the right output. I will be getting something like a box structure. Means that it is an undefined format. So I have to click onto this 1,15,200, and if I am resetting it again, it will tell me to which network it is going to connect. Okay, so to that, like the voltage network it is trying to connect. So since the network is not available now, it is trying to connect as a dot. And I will enable my network now. Now I have turned on my network, so immediately it is showing Wi-Fi is connected, and it will be assigning some IP address. Okay, so the IP address is the one which is used for connecting my Node MCU device to my mobile phone. Okay, Wi-Fi network. And this particular IP is the assigned IP for my device 192.168.43.226. Only the last three digits will vary, most probably. And the status of the MQTT also will be updated. So connecting to MQTT within 3 seconds it is connected, and it is updating as a sending data. So earlier in the program, I have called a function. Okay, so the function for the status. Okay, so DHT gets status string. So the status string is replying that the sending data was okay. Okay, so this is the status. And next to the status, I am just displaying the value, the temperature value as well as the humidity value. So humidity is approximately 62% here. So if I click onto this auto scroll, automatically the newest data will be shown at the bottom. And if I want to show the timestamp, I can click onto this show timestamp, so that I can get the data with the timing value. And the same will be updated in our cloud. So let us check. See, the same value, 31.9 degrees Celsius is shown here. Humidity alone is updated. It is considered as HUM. See, there are some warnings because I'm sending so many number of data at a time. So that's a problem. Okay. So I need to increase the delay. So I don't want to go with exactly 4 seconds. I can increase the delay to 5, so that it will be getting all the data without any miss. Okay. If I'm sending the more than the restricted number of data, then I will be getting the error like this. Total one. So here I can see my humidity value. It is being updated. So 62 is my humidity value here. The dashboard I have misconfigured, I hope. Yeah, now it is being updated. Fine. So this is my humidity value. So each and every dot, it will give the detail about by what time it was updated. So it is lively going. Now it is 5:39 p.m. So I'm getting the exact data. And here also. So if I want to change anything, for example, let the program upload, because I have increased the time delay, it was started uploading. During the uploading process, entire COM port communication will be stopped. Okay, and here you can see the recent blinking of node MCU indicator. This meaning that the program is started uploading. Once its uploading process is done, it will switch off. See, again it was connected to my network, and it is going to send my data. Okay, 31.9 degrees Celsius and 62 is a humidity value. So if you want to change anything, so the temperature, if you want to change, I have to bring some temperature. Bring some files closer to this, or else I can blow the sensor. By blowing the sensor, I can able to increase the humidity value. I'm just blowing it. So after I have blown, it was raised to 95. You can see it here. Okay, the same may be reflected in the graph also. So suddenly it was raised up to 95, and again it is coming down. Okay, so since I have set the upper limit as 90, it was not shown properly, but even you can see. Okay, so there is a change. So the live change you can able to see in your cloud. Okay. And the one more feature is that the same kind of Adafruit cloud, you can get it in your mobile phone itself as a app. Okay, so in Google you can download a Adafruit app, and after logging into your account by using your Gmail ID and your password, directly you can get the values in your mobile phone itself. Okay, so if you construct a weather station by using this particular cloud, in the sense, then you can connect a number of different temperature parameter, and all those data will be collected as an Excel sheet or JSON format. Okay, so for downloading the data, you have to go to feeds and click onto this humidity or temperature, whatever we updated. So here you can see the live data, and if you want to download your data, you can click here for download all data. You can download with the two different formats, JSON and CSV. So I will be clicking onto this CSV, and next to that, it will be showing a link to download your data. Okay, and there is only one restriction. Once in every 10 minutes only you can download your data. Okay, so if you done a download now, after 10 minutes only you can able to download the next set of data. So that's the only restriction here. So after going to this tab, you just click onto this click refresh, and then the link will be appearing, and the size of the total size of your data and the time in which you download your data. Okay, so the starting time and the completed time it will be giving you, and you click onto this link button, and your data will be readily downloaded. Since it is in a CSV format, it will be opening with Excel. Okay. So for each and every data that you are uploading, it will be giving you an ID. Okay, for each and every data, and the value in which that particular time your sensor sent to the cloud, and the feed ID. So for each and every feed that you are creating will be given with a unique ID, and the time or at which this particular data is received. Okay, so the live data. And that's all about this particular sensor value updation. So we have created a small weather station by using this Adafruit cloud. Thank you.